Hello everyone, welcome back. We are doing another Sims 4 speed build today, but before I get into that, I am obligated to tell you that I have received some of the pack codes for free from the EA Creator Network. However, I bought most of the packs myself because I really do truly love this game. So let's get into this speed build. Yes, it is another farm. First and foremost, I've been very sick the last couple of weeks or so, and I already had this one ready to go, and I'm struggling. I'm working on a penthouse lot, but I'm struggling to get it to meet my vision with the lot that I placed it on. The lot and the building that it's on in San Myshuno fit the aesthetic that I'm going for in my head. So I can't really move it to a different penthouse lot because they have different aesthetics from what I'm going for. But at the same time, this lot has some issues that I don't remember it having before. Yet I don't think they've changed it, although there was that update that allowed us to move windows and things in apartment lots where we wouldn't have normally been able to move windows and things. And maybe something about the way that building is set up was changed for that update. But it's a penthouse. So I wouldn't think that it would have been affected by that, because the penthouse you're able to bulldoze and completely build from scratch anyway. So I don't know this. I've only ever built on this penthouse lot one other time, and it wasn't for my YouTube channel. It was just for me. I think I was just playing the game and wanted to build and play on that lot. It was years and years ago, probably right after City Living came out, probably almost immediately after City Living came out. So maybe it had those issues and I just don't remember it. But it's making it difficult to build, is what I'm saying. And not feeling well on top of it is making it even more difficult to build. But all of that is to say that I do have some other builds in the works. I just, when I start on a theme or a type of build, I have to build all the different versions of it that I see in my head before I can move on to something else. And so that's where the tiny micro home for a family of four, where I knew that the Sims were going to want to spend a lot of time outdoors. And then as I was building that, we got the leak about Enchanted by Nature. And I'm like, well, that's perfect. That's actually really coincidentally perfect in a weird way. And so I really heavily focused on the gardening, nature, backyard part of that build, which really inspired me to do, I think it was the Little Sweet Starter Farm, which was big and empty, but it was supposed to be big and empty because it was literally made for your Sims to come directly out of CAS, create a Sim, and be placed in the world and start literally from nothing. No skills, very little money, nothing. And then that made me want to build a better version, but maybe for a family who had a little bit more money and was a little bit more skilled and stuff. And so that's where the family farm came from. And then I got thinking, what if I combined the micro home with the family farm concept? And that's where this lot was born from. And so I did all four, I guess you could say, of these lots in rapid succession. And I really was going to hang on to this one and wait until after the trailer came out. Not the gameplay trailer, the reveal trailer, or the, like, announcement trailer, if you will. But again, I have not been feeling well, so, and I've been struggling on that penthouse lot, so I kind of just am using it as filler right now, honestly. Kind of filler. Although, of all the farm builds that I've been doing recently, this is probably my most favorite. So, the idea behind this build is you're walking through a magical forest. Not magical, like literally filled with magic and sparkling and all that. Just a very serene, naturey forest. I don't know of any other type of forest, but you know what I'm getting at, where you see the dappled sunlight coming through the leaves and branches, and it feels magical inside because you feel so much a part of nature, right? And you're walking through this forest and you come upon a cute little cottage. It's just the tiniest of little openings in the forest. There isn't, excuse me, I don't know what happened to my voice there. There isn't much room. The house, the cottage basically takes up the majority of the clearing, but there are little farm beds, crop containers scattered around the land around the house. But there's also a little coop for some chickens and a little shed for some mini sheeps and goats, and no fences because you're out in the middle of a forest and they don't really need to worry about containing their animals. Their animals kind of just naturally stay within the clearing. That's the kind of vibe that I was going for this house, was that feeling. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind this house, this lot. I wanted it to be a very small lot. I'm hoping Innis Green has some big, big lots, but I'm also hoping that there are at least a couple of very, very small lots that are surrounded by forest, like deep in a forest. If you have outdoor retreat, I kind of want it to be like the tent lot, or maybe like the national park lot, where it's just like dense forest all the way around it, but it's like a relatively small-ish lot. The national park lot isn't super small. It's not super big either. I'd say it's probably like mid-range. But like with the tent lot that is there, it's a relatively small-ish lot. Not the smallest. I think this is smaller. But that's kind of, I'm hoping that we get just one or two, not a lot, just one or two for some hidden enchanted cottage lots like this. Otherwise, yeah, I agree with most other people in that I think if we're gonna get naturey kind of farming, gardening, living off the land kind of stuff, then we need the really big lots for that. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about putting together some videos about pack combination ideas. So, like, if you want to be a farmer, these are the packs that you should absolutely buy. Or if you specifically want to be like a vegetarian farmer or a vegan farmer, these are the packs that go good together. Or if you want to be a sort of everything farmer, these are the packs that go good together. Or if you'd rather just play like suburban family lifestyle play, these are the packs that go well together. Or if you're just into urban play and big city play and drama and all that kind of stuff, these are the packs you should buy. Or if you want to be an urban farmer, and you want to play out that sort of thing, these are the packs you should buy. I've seen a couple of people on various social media sites mention that at this point in time, it really is hard to know what to buy pack wise, and there's a lot if you're playing catch up. Like if you only just started playing The Sims 4 recently, I don't think that's a sentiment that the majority of Sims players have, to be honest with you. The amount of players that are actually active on social media is very extremely small compared to the amount of overall players that there actually are of The Sims 4. And from the people that I've heard from in real life, uh, who are not really on social media and don't really watch YouTube Sims content or go on Twitter like at all, or Blue Sky or Instagram or any of those things, those people don't feel that way. They don't feel the need to have all of the packs. They are okay with only buying the packs that are suited to their gameplay and their gameplay style and the things that they want and like. And they're not like me. They're not a completionist. They don't feel the need to have every single pack ever that's ever been created, including all of the kits, especially not all of the kits. So they see the kits as more like in the realm of being custom content, which some of them actually are custom content turned official kits with the creator kits, right? So, like, you can take it or leave it. There's a lot of stuff there available to you now, and they just don't feel the need to have all of it. They have a very specific play style that they are going for, and they just don't care about the rest of the stuff. For instance, an occult player definitely has all of the occult packs, but none of the farming packs. Like, I know an occult player who went out of their way to make sure they had any and all packs related to occult stuff, but they have no interest, none, zero interest in cottage living because it's very farm related. And so I thought about maybe I have two more, one more video of the sort of did you know about these hidden worlds games, mini games, choose your own adventure type things in The Sims 4 yet to do. But then I thought about maybe after or right around the time Enchanted by Nature comes out, that I would do a little mini series of if this is the gameplay that you want, these are the packs that you need. Not because I'm an expert, but because I have just been playing The Sims for so long, and I have been gathering all of that information in my brain for so long that I think it would be a great place. It would be great to compile that all of that knowledge about what packs work well together. I'm not saying what I want to say. It's not coming out how I want to say it, but I just feel like we need to compile that information somewhere. And so far, I have not seen a lot of that. There's a few things here and a few things there, but not a comprehensive guide to if you want to be a farmer in The Sims, buy these packs. If you want to be like an urban farmer, buy these packs. If you only want to play with like occults, or if you only want to play with certain or specific occults, like you're into vampires but you're not into aliens, then leave this pack out but buy that pack kind of thing. Unless there are guides to that somewhere that I just have not found yet. If there are, let me know. I'd be happy to promote them because I have heard people who just don't care about having all the packs, but also people who are like, I need some packs and I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to get caught up. I don't know which packs are good to go together, or with my playstyle, I don't know which packs to be buying right now. And I just thought maybe having more of that information out there would be helpful. I don't know. You let me know down in the comments. I am just kind of mulling over ideas, hoping to catch the people who are on social media less. That's actually where my Hidden Worlds video came from. I know there are a few others out there. Not a lot of comprehensive, these are the hidden worlds and this is how you get to them. There are a few, but not many. And I thought I would add mine to the mix because the more there are out there, the more chance that information will get to people. Because I actually had a person in real life say to me, did you know there's a hidden world in Willow Creek? And I'm like, yeah, I've known that for 10 years now. Like, I knew that a long time ago. And generally, this person knows more about The Sims 4 than even I do, which is odd because they have not been playing it as long as I have, although they might have clocked more hours than I have. According to my computer, I mean my EA account, I've supposedly only clocked 4,350 hours as of today when I'm recording this, which is impossible. I've been playing The Sims 4 since it came out. It is impossible that I've only clocked 4,000. Like, that's just not. Even other people who have played on my account, so their hours should be clocked as well, have agreed that there's no way I've only clocked 4,000 hours in The Sims 4. That is just not even remotely a possibility. We think that I have had some issues with some computers in the past and my account in the past, so we think what has happened, because I end up playing offline a lot, especially during times when like me and my daughter are playing at the same time. We both end up getting kicked offline and neither one of us are logged in. And so we think what happens is I just never log back in and I'm playing offline for a while, and so it's not clocking those offline hours, which, because in all honesty, I was in fact sharing my account with my daughter and other people in my household. I think that's allowed. I think you're allowed to share in your household. We think that's what is wrong, and that's why I have way more hours in The Sims 4 than it says. But even at that, this person knew more things about, especially the occult Sims, than I did because I just don't play with the occults that much. And they did not know about the Hidden World in Willow Creek or Oasis Springs. And so I thought, let's get more videos about this stuff out there to potentially hit more people. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, enough of my ramblings. We're pretty much done with the speed build part here, so we can finally get into the walkthrough. And I just got one more thing there. Now the walkthrough. Okay. I built this in Copperdale, kind of near this, like, river that empties out into the lake over there. I would love to have a lot that's very heavily surrounded by trees like this, even more heavily surrounded by trees than even this lot is. Like all the way around with just like a creek that goes behind it or something. But this is the best that I could come up with to sort of match what I saw in my head when I was building it. So you come through the forest and up to the front of the lot. We have a goat and sheep shed here. At the time I built this, I was still thinking that the goats liked the horse bed and would be more likely to sleep inside the shed if you have a horse bed, because that was a previous experience. But I've been playing again recently with goats, and they don't seem to be any more or less attracted to horse beds than anything else. So I guess if you want them to sleep in the shed, you have to gather them all in here, place them in here, and then lock the door at night. So I guess it's kind of just there for looks, basically, because they don't naturally go there. I wish they would have given us a bed for the goats and sheep to place down so that we could draw them into a shed like that, but yeah. So then we have the side yard here. Well, I guess technically those farm beds there are part of the front yard, but also the side yard. We've got a couple of planter pots there. We've got a small bit of flowering shrubs over there with some bird stuff, a side entrance to the house. And then we've got this space here for anything new that might come with the expansion pack coming out in July, I think. So I left that empty. This space up here is empty for the goats, the sheep, the chicken, and the children to play. Then we've got lots more planters here at the front, both the vertical and pots along the front of the porch here. But we've also got some stuff around this side. I tried to use every bit of this lot possible. So we've got more planters here, but then more farm beds back here as well for planting, like, I don't know, vegetables, herbs, that kind of stuff. I did not include any bees on this lot, which would be another fun thing to include. You could put those over there in that empty side space. Or the insect farms. I don't really love the insect farms, to be honest. I find it kind of gross, so I don't really play with them that much. But we do have the little front porch here. The point of this lot, again, like the other lots recently, is to spend your time outside. Like, yeah, the inside of the house is nice and it's cozy and it's great for cold or rainy days or whatever, but the real feature is being out here and part of nature and the animals and the plants and all that stuff. So I included lots of planters. But then you come inside and you are greeted by this cozy cottage, a nice comfy sitting area with lots of plants and books for reading and stuff, some toys for the dog, a bonsai tree to be working on your plant skills inside. We've got a wall here for family photos, a little dining space, a little kitchen space for all those wonderful hearty home cooked meals. And then we have the primary bedroom here. I tried to be very woodsy, naturey, and flowery inspired with everything. So, yeah, we got lots of plants everywhere, candles, lots of yellow and green. And of course, this is just that side entrance, in case you were wondering. But then we head over here. We've got the little bathroom right around the corner here. Nothing fancy or special. It's a bathroom. I don't know what else to say about it. And then we have the kids' room. This is kind of my favorite room. It's like very, very nature inspired, but like kids nature inspired. So it's like we've got the bear and the Yeti book and the lanterns as lamps in here. And I don't know, I think those are butterflies. I want to say those are butterflies, like they could be bows, I guess. But I feel like those are butterflies, right? I've never actually read the description of those curtains, but I'm gonna say they are butterflies, and obviously that's very naturey. I left a big blank wall here for all their artwork that they bring home from school, or if you want to place an art table and have them make crafts, that's cool too. And then of course we've got the I forget what it's called, but the like Boy Scouts type thing, the scouting board here. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Anyways, it's very natural, very flowery, very green tree, that kind of stuff. I didn't have any specific type of Sims in mind when I decorated it. I just went for all things nature and kid that I could think of. So there you have it, a tiny little farm. I think that the summer is going to be a fun one for me only because I love this kind of stuff so much. So I am personally very much looking forward to this summer and the new expansion pack. I'm going to try to do a lot of live streams and stuff coming up soon if I can just shake this sickness. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this a lot. Hopefully you're enjoying my channel. If you did, if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.